What is up, guys? Nate here. Today I'm going to be doing a quick review on the Vararam intake. I not only got the 30 to 40 miles on there, but I finally got upwards of 100. I got, I think, like 109, something like that. So I was able to go wide open throttle, so I'm going to tell you guys what I noticed and what I think of the intake. Alright, so let's open the hood up here, and you can take a look at the intake first of all. Now, God, I'm just not having a good day. So first of all, looks, I'm really not a huge fan of the Vararam look. You know, it does kind of leave a big open hole here. I thought the hole was going to be kind of worse, but it's really not that bad. Let me turn the lights on here, because it is kind of bad lighting. There we go. So there is a hole. It's really not as bad as I thought, though. I mean, you can't see the ground or anything. You know, it does look nice having it right up front. I'm not a huge fan of the big sticker on the front, though. I really wish that's not even a sticker, by the way. It's actually printed on there, so you can't peel it off. So basically what I'd have to do is sand this whole thing down, because this is textured and that's smooth. So basically I'd have to sand this whole thing down and then repaint it. So I don't think we'll be doing that. But, so, like I said, I did get over 100 miles on the intake, so I was able to get wide open throttle. And I gotta tell you guys, even though it was a huge pain in the butt to get installed, there's a fairly, you know, large difference. I mean, it's not, I don't want to make it sound like, you know, putting a supercharger on there or anything. I mean, there's a noticeable difference. It's hard to explain. In a sense, the car almost feels lighter. There's a lot better throttle response and in the higher RPMs. And also, I've noticed a lot more torque. So, you know, when you're in fourth gear, you're going about 35, you know, it still pulls. Obviously, like I said, it's not a huge difference, but it is a little bit better. And hey, anything is better. So, you know, what about wear and tear on here? Obviously, only 100 miles, but there are some loose ends that kind of worry me a little bit. First of all, the bolts in here, they have not come loose, surprisingly. I do have the nut as a stopper on there. Oh, okay, maybe it is getting loose, but we'll tighten those up. You know, those I don't like at all. I think that looks stupid. It looks cheap, which it is. But I mean, it does its job. The intake doesn't move. The radiator doesn't move. Nothing moves. So I guess it's doing its job. Another thing that concerns me is if you look at just how close that radiator hose is to that belt. It's a little more in the finger length, and like I said, the radiator doesn't move. So you know, that just concerns me a little bit, and also the MAF sensor wire is kind of hanging there. Another thing that I'm going to have to look at is I have had a slight misfire every once in a while at idle, and I think part of it may be because the hose here isn't on all the way. You can see there's a little gap there. I'm not sure if that's what's causing it, but I'm really not looking forward to having to pull this all apart. I'm going to have to take the two screws off and then hopefully just be able to separate it and put that back on. But also, I did put the engine cover back on, as you can see, and this right here is pretty close, and there's no scorching on it yet, but they actually said in the instructions to sand down your engine cover, which I did not do. I haven't noticed any issues there. Otherwise, everything seems to be working out pretty good, other than, you know, that slight misfire, and again, I don't know if that's what it is, or if it's just that it still needs a little bit more learn time. Also, one other thing that I did want to point out is, in one of my other videos, I mentioned that the air conditioning belt was actually coming off of the pulley, and, well, I just want to show you guys what's happened. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but, yeah, it's not at the right position. Right down there, you might be able to. See if I can work my camera down here. You can see that it's actually starting to shred the belt. So I was gonna do it this winter, obviously, but yeah, that's kind of concerning me a little bit. So we'll definitely be doing that this winter. putting a new AC belt on there. And also the pulley, because when it is running, you can see the pulley is warped. Which makes me really mad that GM has not recalled this, because there are tons of things online about people having the same issue, so that does make me a little irritated. And because my car is so old, obviously it's out of warranty, so I have to do it myself. But either way, luckily it's not a huge deal, so it should be pretty straightforward. Also, I really did want to give a quick update on the MG. We pulled all the spark plugs out and cleaned them, and I just want to say they were pretty bad. The 3 end ones on the back, they were just really dirty. They weren't wet or anything, but this first one that I pulled out, it was basically drenched in oil. So we cleaned those all up, put them back in, and unfortunately it still is running like shit. I'm really not sure what the next step is. I think what we're going to do next is pull each plug out separately and put it against the ground and see if it is sparking in each cylinder. Which leads me to think that the problem is in this first cylinder. Sorry, I'm having issues with the camera. I'm led to think that the issue is in the first cylinder due to the fact that it is wet, which means nothing's firing in there. I did find a MG Facebook group. I know it's nothing professional, but they did say that on the carburetors, which are notorious for having problems, as we know, the first carburetor on the front runs the first cylinder and part of the second, and then this last one runs the others. So that may be a issue in there. We're really not sure. So we're going to, first of all, check out the spark, because, you know, just start somewhere and then we'll work around. Another thing that someone mentioned is that the spark plug wire is hanging on the generator. That shouldn't be a problem because it is a rubber wire, and also there's no bare metal on there or anything. So that shouldn't be an issue, but you know, we're going to pull each plug out, make sure we're getting a spark, and go from there. Well guys, I think that's going to do it for today. Like I said, just a short little video. Anyways, thank you guys for checking out the video. If you haven't, make sure to go ahead and subscribe, and also go ahead and like the channel. Go ahead, like this video. Go ahead and comment what you guys think. And also, I do want you guys to do one thing for me. I want you to go down in the comment section and ask me to make a video of something. You know, whatever you guys think, as long as it's appropriate. But just make sure to let me know what you guys think I should make a video of. Something with cars, obviously. Let me know. I will do my best to make it. And like I said, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks, guys.